Thundersport GP1 Elite Round 4 at Cadwell. The big news this weekend is that Bob isn't with us. What are we going to do without Bob this weekend?
I don't know. We just go home, say.
Go home?
Yeah, go home, you know. We can't do it without him, you know. But yeah, it'd be nice to know what he's up to now. Do you have any idea what he's up to?
I've no idea, actually.
Maybe you should try to find out.
I'll try and call him.
Yeah, you should do that, mate. Yeah.
But we've got Paul Cooper to help me over the weekend, and Fabrice, and they're two very lovely chaps. You what? I think we can actually, Bob? Hello, Bob?
Oh, hello, boys. So why am I not at Cadwell then? Well, I had a choice of Horncastle in Lincolnshire, or the beautiful island of Mallorca in the Balearics, and this gorgeous house. So I loaded the van, put all the tyres and stuff in, tools, bike, of course that's the most important thing, and my trusty colleagues Fabrice and Paul are looking after things this weekend while I'm enjoying the sun and lovely gorgeous weather and these cans of San Miguel from here in Spain. So I miss you all, but I don't miss you that much. Have a good weekend, mate. Bye.
We're only coming to Cadwell Park once this year. We normally have 2 visits to this amazing track, which is a bit of a shame. It's quite unique in the world, this woodland circuit. It's picture postcard. If you were designing your own racetrack, you'd probably design Cadwell Park. On a 1000, it's pretty eye-opening. When you first arrive here on Friday practice, the place seems so narrow, especially if you're used to riding on wider tracks, that it's the sensation of speed is incredible. From Barn Corner, you come through there in 2nd gear, and then you just unleash the bike down the start-finish straight. My BMW is basically wanting a wheelie through 3rd, 4th, a little bit into 5th. Then you brake hard for turn 1, which is heart in the mouth. You just down 1 gear and just chuck it onto its side at about 120 mile an hour, and the camber just slows you down really. And then you pile up the hill towards Charlie's 1, up and over the hill to Charlie's 2, and onto Park Straight, which isn't a straight, it's just a big dipper, big roller coaster ride. And again, the bike just wants to wheelie and wheelie and wheelie, and you're up and over the crest to the braking zone at Park Corner, flat out in 5th gear, and the bike wants to take off at the exact point that you want to brake. And you've got 2nd gear Park Corner, which is quite a flat, and then it rolls round Chris Curve, which is 3rd gear, into the famous gooseneck. You've got to be careful through the gooseneck. It's a right and a left flick that goes downhill, and it's quite often a crash black spot where it's easy to lose it on cold tyres, so you've got to be pretty careful through there in the first few laps. And you plunge down the hill into Mansfield, 2nd gear. You've got a lot of weight on your arms trying to stop the bike, into the left, then a short black to the sort of new chicane between Mansfield and the bottom of the mountain, which I always really struggle with. I can't figure out how to get through there. Come out of there, and then you've got the left-right chicane that goes up into the mountain. So you get through that, you suddenly see that on the left you've got the cafe and the big viewing area. Everyone wants to see the bikes jump, and if you hit the mountain in a certain place, you're guaranteed to jump. But generally the racing line is relatively flat, so you don't really get a lot of air. People get the big air on slowdown laps and warm-up laps, unless of course you're Josh Brooks and you just fly over there almost into Paul Bends, which is a right left series of bends, which is really physical. Cadwell's probably the most physical track on the whole calendar, and you really get a good workout. And then you plunge down to the old hairpin, and by that point you're kind of surrounded by trees, and that's what makes Cadwell so special. It's like a mini Nürburgring. It's just breathtaking to ride. You come out the old hairpin, short little shoot down to Barn Corner, and you start your lap again. Yeah, it's one of my favourite tracks. There's a huge depth of field at Thundersport this year, and you know, all the way down to 15th, 16th place, we're all separated by a couple of seconds. It's pretty brutal. On any other day you'd be happy with the times you're doing, but you know, finishing further down the order is a little bit disheartening, and my bike is so amazing to ride, sometimes that enjoyment is tainted by the fact you're not doing as well as you'd like to, but you kind of got to ignore that. You know, none of us are here to be Rossi. There's no talent scouts here. Just got to get on and enjoy your racing, and it's impossible not to love Cadwell. Fabrice, you've won many admirers as a result of these blogs.
Yeah.
Someone asked you a few questions, so the dear viewer can find out a little bit more about you.
Well, my mum already know everything about me, you know. So,
first question, what are you doing here?
what am I doing here? Bit of everything, really. I think it's what we normally call race support. So, for example, this weekend, in the absence of Bob, collected the van from his place and brought it here in time to get a decent spot and set up in the paddock. And what else? Obviously do the timing for Mike, and also do the board during the racing.
Bit of this, bit of that.
Yeah, exactly. Helping a bit Paul today with the spanners and yeah, general stuff. Yeah. And the coffee, obviously. Coffee, yeah, it's important.
What is your favourite bike?
Ooh, favourite bike. Thing is that there's so many styles of bikes, and I love them all, to be honest. I really like at the moment the Triumph Bobber. If I had at the moment something to get, it would be this one. That'd be great.
What's the best race you've been involved in?
24 Le Mans, at the Ball d'Or in 2015. That was obviously great moments, great experience, very hard, but yeah, this was really good.
Tastiest pate?
Ardennes pâté, of course. Ardennes.
What would you
It's
have
called
that with?
Ardennes.
Huh?
Ardennes pâté. Ardennes, yes, yeah. You know.
What would you have that with? Nice.
With gherkins.
Gherkins and?
Yeah, gherkins, bread obviously, and
wine.
Yeah, a bit of red wine. Yeah.
White wine.
Not red.
Red.
Yeah, but you know.
Okay. Sprint racing or endurance?
Endurance, because it's a team effort.
Yeah. Person you most admire in racing?
Zarco at the moment.
Yeah.
But there is some great guys like Agostini and people like that obviously are you know, legends. You know. So.
Okay. French or English?
Me, I'm French.
Okay, Fabrice. Well, that's just a little insight to your wonderful world.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.